Although over the last 10 years, Africa has seen phenomenal growth, between 60 to 90% of young people in some places do not have jobs. And I think this presents a major issue for governments in that continent in terms of how they support young people to actually be able to develop and also open businesses for themselves. My name is Paschal Anosike. I'm the director of the Center for African Entrepreneurship and Leadership within the University of Wolverhampton. We use research, training, and of course work with institutions and groups in Africa to catalyze what I call the process of innovation, the process of really embedding within higher education institutions entrepreneurship education to support youth employability. We've been able to bring people here in the UK to support them, provide training, and our training are quite intensive. Some of our courses, some of them are degree courses. For instance, our MSc Innovation and Entrepreneurship is designed to provide young people with the skills, the requisite skills, the problem-solving skills, the leadership skills, but more importantly, the entrepreneurial competencies they need to become not just job seekers, but actually job creators when they do graduate. The most recent project that we have now is supported by the European Union. We're going to be working with about several partners across Eastern Africa, Southern Africa, and Western Africa. These include higher education institutions, intergovernmental agencies, ministries, public sector institutions, and also private sector institutions. Working with them to support students, to support young people, but also training their staff so that when we do finish with the project, they're able, the capabilities are retained, are there within their institutions. So they're able to train the next generation of Africans. So the delegates that are coming to the UK are executives of the Kwara State Internal Revenue Service. This is a government agency that is primarily responsible for income generation within the state. And of course, income is important to provide public services, particularly in Africa, to provide roads, to provide public schools, to provide health services. So they're here really to understand best practices, to interact with the wider community, to interact with businesses, so that people understand the importance of their civic duty through paying their taxes.
The university that created that CAEL itself must have seen the necessity. One of the things that is missing in Africa is actually leadership.
This program is going to help us a lot to get it right by looking at international standards and seeing how we are going to better the process of revenue and tax administration in our state and in Nigeria.
In terms of governance and delivering service to the people, I think that can transcend to other states in Nigeria as well as other African countries. Whatever vision that a country or a state has, that has to be carried out by people with the right leadership who buys into that vision. But how about even setting the vision in the first instance?
And of course, that is important not just to the state, but also to the governor. It's very top, if you like, on his agenda. So he has physically come here to be with them, to understand what is it we are presenting to them. And he seems to be very, very happy with what he's seen.
Governance to me in Nigeria, and of course, which I feel is about the same thing all around the world, is about service delivery. It's about appropriately using public funds to deliver good service to the people, but relies on creating a sense of trust. And it also requires that sense of trust should be translated into believing that resources will be optimally allocated for the good of the majority of the people. So a system that allows that to take place is good government. So coming into Wolverhampton here is an opportunity for us to bring our people to upscale on certain skills, especially those who are charged with responsibility of revenue generation, to see how to benchmark against best practices.
And he's been able to see our capabilities, looked at our facilities, not just within the center, but also across the university. And in terms of our networks, we've already signed a letter of intent with him. identifying a whole range of areas which will be working alongside Kwara State. So over the next 5 to 10 years will be a very, very busy time for us. And of course, there are challenges, but given our experiences in terms of what we've done in Africa, we have, I believe, if you like, the ability to withstand those particular sort of challenges.